At church one Sunday, a man pulled me aside and said, "Steve, you're losing too much weight. You need to stop this carnivore thing." I listened and I nodded, and then I went home and I wrote him a letter. I told him that I've been researching this for over 7 months and that I was writing a book. I've watched countless videos. I've looked at all the angles. I told him I no longer was obese, but I was still overweight. I still had visceral belly fat and likely a fatty liver. My blood glucose still needs to come down. And then I listed what carnivore actually did for me. Reversed depression, cleared brain fog, solved prediabetes, resolved it anyway, eliminated inflammation, hip pain, gone, toenail fungus, gone, gum disease, gone. I told him that I rank weight loss at the least of these benefits that I've received. I told him respectfully, I have no intention of returning to my former sick self. Here's what nobody tells you about transformation. When you change, the people around you have to decide if they're going to change too. And sometimes that person is sitting in the pew. If you've been with me since episode 1, you know the path. 256 pounds, rock bottom. Day 4, holding countertop, fearing bread. Week 5, the fog was lifting, and episode 4, $10.95 a day. But money wasn't the real cost. The real cost was paid in relationships. Here's what they don't tell you about transformation. You don't just lose weight, sometimes you lose people too. When you do something outside the norm, sometimes people think it can't work, and you will have doubters. You will have critics, and sometimes those critics are sitting across the dinner table from you. Food is how we say, "I love you" in this culture. And when you refuse the casserole, people don't hear, "I'm healing." They hear, "I'm rejecting you." And some people need you to stay heavy, because if you can change, it means they might have to change. I was recently divorced and on my own. No family dinners, no eating out with a partner. No one was watching my plate. And honestly, that was a gift. I built this new way of eating in solitude. No negotiations, no explanations, just me, my hex-clad pan, and the quiet work of healing. Frankly, starting at the age of 74, I wasn't worried what other people would think. I wasn't a teenager trying to fit in. I wasn't a young dad managing a household. I was a man carrying extra weight my whole life. And finally, I voted for me. And then I got married and I moved to the Philippines. Now I wasn't just managing my own plate, I was stepping into a new family and a new culture. And in Filipino culture, food is not just food. It's how you say welcome. It's how you say you belong here. Vegetable dishes passed across the table. Desserts offered with both hands. My wife's family showing love the only way they knew how. And I had to learn something I wasn't ready for. How to say no without breaking someone's heart. At first I accepted a little, just enough to be gracious, but eventually I learned to say it. Thank you, but no. And you know what happened? Nothing. The sky didn't fall, my marriage didn't crack, the family didn't turn on me. They respected my choice because I respected theirs. Carnivore didn't destroy my relationships, it revealed them. Some relationships didn't survive. I'm not going to stand here and pretend they all did. The man at the church and I, well, we're fine. But not every conversation ended that way. The ones that left, they weren't built on trust. They were built on shared habits of mutual comfort, on both sides staying the same. The ones that stayed, they got deeper, because for the first time I was showing up as the real me, not the version numbed by food and shame and brain fog. And yes, some of those people started asking real questions. How do you feel? Tell me how you did it. Some of them even changed their own plates. You're not responsible for making other people comfortable with your healing. The people who belong in your life won't need you to stay sick to stay close. If you're still listening, well then bless you. If you're afraid of losing people in your life because you've changed the way you eat, lean in for a moment. Not everyone will understand your journey. Some will question it. Some will even criticize perhaps. That's okay. You don't need everyone's approval to pursue better health, and you don't have to let other people's opinions define you. The truth is, you don't even have to let your worst opinion of yourself define you. The opinion that matters most comes from the one who made you. So be faithful. Take the next step. Keep moving forward. Stay with me until the end, and I'll tell you what's coming next. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. Subscribe now and ding the bell so you don't miss anything that's coming next, the coming attractions. In the next episode, we talk about the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. You'll want to see that. Walk with me.